Historically, if you had asked me whether I believe trials should be televised, I would say absolutely not. Before Trump. Before Trump, I would have said that whenever you televise trials, what you're doing is you are going to bring out the worst in people, the worst in prosecutors and defense lawyers and actors and actresses, the people who are going to be playing for the camera, and people who might even find being a juror intimidating. Not that you would be televising jurors, but it would seek to, uh, you know, perhaps maybe expose the various goings on. I always thought there was a solemnity in terms of treating trials as opposed to appellate court, Supreme Court and district courts of appeal in the appellate capacity where lawyers would argue, briefs and appeals and that sort of thing. That's a different story. Supreme Court, but trials, no. Before Trump, I would have said, oh, no, no, no. But now with Trump, oh, no, no, no. Every single thing about his case must be made available and viewable to and by the public. Absolutely. Without question. Without question. Because what they are doing and what they have done to this man is off the charts. And I want people to watch this, especially when people who are great at kind of open source, crowd sourced kind of views and the genius of the collective, almost like an ancillary jury. Absolutely. Let me explain more about that coming up. But first, let me ask you, as is usual, to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And more importantly, before I begin with today's riveting disquisition, I want you to promise me that you will listen carefully to these sapient and sagacious words from our sponsor. The US dollar has lost 85% of its value since the 70s when the dollar decoupled from gold, and the government seems bent on continuing the tradition. From now until after the next elections, the government can print as much money as they want. And the last time they did that, inflation went up 9%. This means one thing. The security of your future and your family's future is all in your hands. Make sure you freeze the value of your wealth that you are holding. Invest in gold with Noble Gold Investments. Gold is the one asset that has proven to withstand recession, inflation, and just about all economic threats. Noble Gold Investments is here to help you if you want to invest in gold. You will also get a 24-karat, quarter-ounce gold standard coin for free. So go to noblegoldinvestments.com right now. Noblegoldinvestments.com. Tell them Lionel sent you. This is the only gold company I trust. And remember, there's always a risk of investment, and there's no guarantee of any kind. Years ago, in fact, fairly recently, I said, cameras belong nowhere in a courtroom. Nowhere. You're going to have people camping it up and, okay, maybe. Yeah. In fact, when I was trying a case, sometimes you'd be there in the afternoon and, maybe it's not the biggest case in the world, but you're trying cases, there's a jury. And somebody might walk by and walk in and sit down and watch, which was always, I thought, very nice, that you could just walk in and just see trials. And then all of a sudden people would say, oh, I got an audience. And they would maybe camp it up a little bit. So what? So what when this is not neighborhood theater. This is serious stuff. And even though you might be kind of embellishing a little bit, you might be kind of doing your own Bruce Cutler and pounding, still, it's a case. And while some might get a little bit crazy, that all changed with Trump. Because what they're doing with him, this star chamber justice he's in, is absolutely obscene. I want the country, and by the way, federal court, state court, traffic court, anything involving Trump. So far, federal courts have said no cameras. I changed my mind. No. If just for Trump. I want you to hear everything about the New York case involving Dusty Saddles or whatever her name is, this strumpet, this trollop, this skeeve, dare I say skank, this chanteuse wannabe. I want to hear about that case. I want you to hear about the Mar-a-Lago espionage case, and how many of the boxes that you saw actually have not the stuff in it that the prosecutor thinks is so important and so critical. Oh, no, 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 no. No, what I want you to do is hear everything, and especially this latest doozy from Jack Smith, where he conspired to what? And then you get to hear Trump use his discovery power to put people on the stand to prove that he was correct, that the according to his words, that the election was stolen. See, it works the other way around. You get to hear Trump's case. Trump, in order to absolve himself, to exculpate himself from the tendrils and the bonds and the shackles of guilt, he gets to put his case on. And it's wonderful. Good. Let people hear it. See these people. Listen to it. Let people watching wall-to-wall coverage. And some of you, you show a genius for being able to unpack, as everybody says, and drill down into the various loads of excrement and BS and bovine egesta. You're able to go right through it and to look at each of the witnesses and tear them apart and weigh and balance and review their various levels of competence and sagacity and relevance. Watch this. Watch what's happening. I wish we could have heard the E. Jean Carroll case. You had to have heard the case. You have to see this. And like I said, before Trump, I was absolutely axiomatic. I thought, of course, reflexive. No way do you sully, do you contaminate the hallowed halls of justice with the camera. Oh, no, no, no. Well, you know what? That all changed. Because what they're doing to this man, and now they want to subpoena his Twitter records. I mean, is there no end? It's this dead horse. They've exhumed it and they're beating it still. There's no end to this lunacy. There's no end to this. For the love of God, make it stop. Make it go away. This has to end now. Now. And the best way is to let everybody see it. Put on the witnesses. Let's hear exactly how the president did what? He conspired, or he actually defrauded the government. How? By claiming what? By claiming that the election was stolen. And you're going to put on evidence that shows, and he knew it wasn't. No, let him put on the reasons why. Bring in Dinesh D'Souza. Bring in everyone. Bring in all of the witnesses who sat there and said, this is the basis. This goes directly to the defense of the president, where he said specifically, I had a good faith belief in, and truly do believe, that the election was stolen, and here's why. And what better way to do that than to bring everybody in, bring them all in, and let them testify firsthand before you and everybody else what happened. You got a problem with that? Do you have a problem with truth? I don't. What, do you think there's some reason for this? And the reason why, in this particular case, they don't want you to see this, because they don't want you to see the crap that they're pulling and this overkill, this level of overkill. Let's see what happens. Now, would Trump testify? You know, we always say as lawyers, axiomatically, no, no, no. But with Trump's case, what is he going to lose? And I'm telling you, if his numbers go through the roof, that's one of the reasons why they're against this. If his numbers continue to go through the roof, there's going to be a coronation. This is going to be beatification and a canonization, this apotheosis, this elevation of him. This is nothing. All of the rules that you and I normally see do not apply to Trump. He's in another world, another inertial bubble, another parallel universe. So show every single trial, pre-trial motion, hearing, with the exception of privileged communications or anything that might compromise national security. I want to see everything. Stop this archaic world of, oh, I don't think the people should see. No. I changed my mind. Don't forget what John Maynard Keynes said. When the facts change, I change my opinion. All right, dear friends, thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And don't forget to patronize and to follow and listen to the wonderful words of our great sponsor and comment as you see fit.